All right. Third and Teal. We got our boy Jeff back on. My name's Isaiah, aka Duval's finest. As always, had some good interviews. Had some good folks on this week with the shorts. Had some famous folks on with the shorts in the Jaguars community. That was pretty cool. Eric pointed out, and I kind of thought about it after too. If I had about 4 more inches of beard, me and Teal Rising look like I'm either his son or his brother. And that was pretty cool. But let's kick it all to Jeff. You the guest on here. How you doing? Let me put myself back in my spot. I don't know what we're doing right now.
Switch spots around. What are you doing?
There we go.
There you go.
What?
Hey man, I'm doing all right. Could be doing better. It's didn't give me a birthday victory. It's got my little birthday balloon back there. Colts didn't come through for me, but it is what it is.
That's so sweet.
It's still good Monday.
Don't worry, Jeff. We came through for you. Happy birthday!
I didn't want y'all to come through.
Number 10, baby. Number 10.
Yeah. Like the sad, like time is a son of a bitch. Like I was 26 the last time the Colts won in Jacksonville. It's tough, man.
That's one hell of a way to look at it.
Yeah, I mean, Colts fans, just remember 1-800-273-TALK. That's 8255 for those of you who don't know, in case you're feeling some kind of way after the game. Mental health awareness and such. Eric, how you doing today, brother?
Oh, brother, I am doing wonderful. It's been a good, busy day. Victory Monday, as Trevor called it. Hey, it's always good. I got my celebratory first year win of the year wine drink here.
Okay.
So, I'm doing quite well.
Hell
He's already on his second bottle.
Stop telling my secrets.
All right, Trevor, how you holding up, brother?
Holding up? I'm not holding shit. I'm standing tall today, motherfucker. Fuck everybody. We won.
Hey, bricked up with the boys. I feel you.
Yeah, you gotta get bricked up with the boys. If you know, you know.
Yeah, I learned some crazy things about Trevor and his friends this weekend. I stayed with Trevor on Saturday night before the game. It was it was a good time. A lot of good folks. But yeah, man, what a game. That was my heart couldn't take it. There's this fan like 2 rows down and on the end that I just wanted to jump down and beat the shit out of, because he's just this kid that I guess his family has season tickets, and he's all, we're up 14 or we're up 34. Was it 34-20 at one point? It was, right?
Yeah. 34-20.
And then he's all like, "Oh, we're just the Jags. We're just gonna fuck it up, and they're gonna come back and win, and blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Dude, shut up! Shut up! I don't care if we're the Jags. I don't care if that's normally what we do. Not today. Shut up." But yeah, so we ended up coming back, or they ended up coming back. Had that. Jaguars held out. There's actually a Colts fan like down the line from me, like probably 5-6 seats away, and like we committed the penalty, and he's like, "Oh, you can't do that." And I was like, "We're still winning." And then the Colts came back, and it was 34-34. I'm like, "Oh shit, I might have spoke too soon." I was like, "I'm gonna have to apologize to this guy after." I don't know what to do right now. We ended up winning, so I didn't have to talk to him. But it was a good time.
I got a question for you. I mean, there was that flag last game against Houston where BTJ got hit with the that signal that he does, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they did it like 4 more times in the game. Yep. Josh Downs did the same shit. Did the unsportsmanlike. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like they're doing every player is doing it. With. That is what they flagged him with. He did that celebration at the end. Yeah.
They called him whenever he bumped. No, he bumped into Antonio Johnson. That's when they called him. They didn't do it for the celebration. Whenever he was walking back,
it showed on TV.
No, so I was
They showed him doing the celebration, and then they went away.
No, so the flag came out because he did the celebration, and then whenever he was going back to the huddle, he took a step towards Antonio Johnson, who was away from the ball for some reason, and bumped into his shoulder, and they threw it. I think it was soft, to be honest. But that's what I saw at the game.
On TV they showed him do the thing, and then they're flag with unsportsmanlike. I was like,
yeah, let me see.
We're already over this shit.
Let me see if it actually shows it.
No, we're never over there. Well, why are you trying to find that? One serious note: everybody down there in Florida on the West Coast, hopefully you're doing what you need to do. Be safe, be careful, and ride another one through. I know I don't need to say nothing because a lot of y'all are professionals at it, but yeah, just hang in there. Hopefully this is the last one. Trevor, get ready.
Yeah,
he does do it here, but they get him right here because they bumped into each other. That's when they threw the flag. I know.
Well, then they both should get flagged. They both bumped into each other.
Yeah,
that don't make no sense.
I think it was that on top of bumping into him. Then they were like, oh, but yeah, I thought it was a soft flag, to be honest.
Like they both bumped. Come on, man.
But yeah, anyways,
that seems to be the onus on officials too this year, besides the illegal formation thing.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, I will say, I didn't see Thomas Jr. do it this game, so clearly they had a talk, and they said, hey, don't do that, and he said, all right, whatever.
He said,
but yeah, I mean, fine, I'll just score. That's fine.
Right, just run away from y'all. Have a boy looking like Superman, running out of energy.
Another, because
fun fact on that one: the corner on that play was Dallas Flowers, and he was waived today.
Wow. Well,
he sucked. Brian Thomas Jr. job. You'll have that.
No, I mean, I don't think it was like. That diving just slows you down. I don't know what the hell he was trying to do on that play. Like, you were already beat. You just look like an idiot on top of it.
He was hoping just to get something. Only thing he got was the win. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I love BTJ's breakdown of the play too. I don't know if everybody saw that or not, but he was talking about it after, and they've got it going, everything, and then he thought they already threw the ball. So right here, he saw him bite, and that's why he looked back. He was like, yeah, I thought that they'd already thrown the ball. That's why the linebacker bit like that. He goes, I turned around and saw the ball coming out of his hand and was like, oh shit, so I had to keep running.
But the stupid thing here is you're like, I don't have the mouse control, but you see that he's biting on a guy that's 2 yards from the line of scrimmage instead of Brian Thomas Jr. that's smoking right past him. What the fuck are you even biting for?
Well, don't be too hard on him, Jeff. Here's
I'm going to be hard on him.
Here's why. All game long, Trevor has been hitting that back out the backfield. So, that's why we had to change up the tree route a little bit.
But
you see what I'm saying?
You said yourself, keep everything in front of you. Let him have that 2 yards. Don't let BTJ smoke you.
Well,
yeah, but you got to remember, the average fan is a better defensive coordinator than Gus Bradley. So that's
facts.
Yeah.
I got a little interesting stat sheet. It's not good for Colts fans, so everybody listening on Unstable, you're not going to want to hear this. Defensive ranks for the Colts: yards a game, 32nd. Pass yards allowed a game, 29th. 31st in rush yards allowed, 32nd in points allowed, 32nd in first downs allowed, and 32nd in time of possession. Gus Bradley's got to go.
Yeah, y'all out first downed us that game too.
Oh yeah,
they almost out everything.
We just had so many big plays.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's talking about firing Gus Bradley. Everyone on that defensive side, it's all his team, so it ain't going to make no difference. They're not going to hire anybody else in a change schema. Gus Bradley's going to be the coordinator through the season. It just is what it is. But,
Isaiah, go ahead, finish, Jeff. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
Put that back up. The BTJ touch.
Oh, and I also want
to and let's look at that tree, the route tree they had going on that one.
Yep.
That definitely was something different. Sideline.
I'm just saying, like the sideline view.
Hold on, I also want to show you. Look at how many players Gus Bradley brings on pressure. Look at the line right here. Go ahead and play it.
4. Got one guy sitting here at what 3-4 yards. Mm-hmm. These two guys are pretty much. It looks like he's about to go out, but see, there's the deep crosser we hadn't been seeing.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yes.
Funny. They talked about this. This is the exact same play that Christian Kirk got the deep ball on over the middle later in the game. They talked about it later.
Yeah,
it's the same play they threw to Brian.
Kirk was a lot deeper though, wasn't he?
No, see, this is Kirk right here.
Well, not on this one. That's Kirk right there.
I'm talking about that other play.
Yeah, no. So he's about the same when Trevor threw the ball, but they were playing quarters. Right here they're playing cover 3, but on that play they were playing quarters, and he split the middle. That's why he was so open. But yeah, I mean, you're right though, Eric. I mean, this is definitely a play. You got even ETN coming out here late.
Right.
Well, yeah, he can't because there's only 4.
We don't have 16 receivers in the same spot over here. It's nice to see.
Right. It's spread. You know what I mean? You have to respect it now because, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And when he let that go, and I saw that, I said, "Oh yeah, here you go. Come on, I want to see him die."
Who's that? 45?
40.
Oh.
Which
no,
one?
That's fine. Yeah, him. He's just dancing around. What the fuck are you doing?
No, and he can't catch that motherfucker.
No, I'm talking about the whole play.
That guy is about to make me look stupid.
He's dancing, bro. Look at him. He's right here. Who is that? Is that EJ Speed?
I think that's Speed.
Yeah.
Look at him.
He doesn't go on nobody. He's just I'm done.
He's in his zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate that defense so much. But if you look at these stats, Trevor Lawrence had 6 incompletion, and I did say that if Trevor Lawrence was going to have his rebound game, it was going to be against the Colts. Mm-hmm. And sure enough, they let him fucking throw for almost 400 yards, 6 incompletions, and he looked like Joe Montana out there.
371 yards with 2 tugs.
Yeah.
Ooh, tugs.
Even I even take that one interception he threw because I see what he wanted to do. The underneath man just fooled him and made a hell of a play.
You'll take it too. You'll take it because it wasn't an untimely one,
right?
How it usually was.
Yeah.
If he was going to ever make one, it used to be like very untimely. I mean, any turnover is not timely or necessarily like welcomed, but if you're going to have them,
I mean, it's down at the 2-yard line. It's like a punt.
It was like I was about to say a long punt.
Like
and the Colts didn't do shit with it either. So
no,
absolutely not. Yeah. And you know, I want to say this though. I think that should just go to credit even further the performance we saw from Trevor though, because they only rushed 4. That means everybody else is in coverage. Everyone else is in coverage, and he is just slicing. It doesn't matter how many you're put. He was on point the whole game, other than the pick. And I think the pick was just an anticipation route.
Yeah, it was.
And
he didn't see Nick Cross coming underneath.
No, he didn't. He didn't. And I mean, you'll have that. That's why everybody's grown men in the NFL. Defenses are going to make plays and they're going to win downs. But at the end of the day, though, I mean, that should just be another testament to if you give Trevor time in the pocket, these are the types of games he can give you. You've got to give him time, though. And I think this game, if any, is a testament to that. Now, for all the fans who are saying, oh, he played a bad defense. Yes and no. I mean, the thing that made him the worst thing about him, yes, they're bad. They're bad, you know, but, like, our offensive line is also terrible. Like, our offensive line is also bad. And when you think about what our greatest crippling thing has been as of late, has been our offensive line. We've had 2 good games out of them, and I don't know where it's coming from. I hope it continues, but other than these 2 games, they've been absolutely fucking horrid, like abysmally bad. So to say, you know, oh, it's because he played bad DBs and stuff like that. I don't think EJ Speed is bad. I mean, I don't think guys like that are bad. They do have guys that can make plays. I think they're trying to adjust to a soft ass zone defense that Trevor just exploited the whole time. But I think that, like I said, he was doing the same thing in Houston. A lot of pre-snap reads. He was doing a lot of he was reading and seeing very well. I mean, he did exactly what you want a quarterback to do. And he actually took it, like, he did something that we have not seen the Jacksonville Jaguars do in a long time, is that's keep the foot on the pedal the whole game. We played a full
except for that one little stretch.
Well, we had two drives that didn't produce anything really good in that second half. One, Gabe Davis dropped the damn ball after being a diva on the sideline. And then the long interception. And I mean, okay, yeah, but you know what we also didn't do, and that we're used to seeing from them, is after a turnover, we gave away momentum. We didn't do that. We came right back out on offense and took it right back. And Trevor stayed efficient on that last drive. Like, he was locked in on the game-winning drive. Like, rope throws, laser beams, and then Tank Bigsby.
Tank in the house.
Tank Bigsby, yeah. Yeah, the Colts allowed a lot of rushing yards too. But I want to ask you all a question. Okay, well, so you know the Colts, their defensive team. You know who they got? They got Ibukuma got injured. They had Buckner who's on IR. They had Kenny Moore out. not Jalen Jones, sorry, Juju Brents. And I think Kwity Paye was out. Tyquan Lewis went to injured reserve. So with all these injuries, like basically a whole defense worth of injuries, as a coordinator, what would you do in that situation if all you really had was on the defensive line was Latu and Grover?
Right. The same thing we do.
We're doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't. That's one thing I've been.
No. What I'm asking is, if you're Gus Bradley and you know all these injuries, and you know, okay, well, Latu's their best defensive lineman at this point. You know, DeForest Buckner's out, so you're probably going to put a couple people on Latu. Grover's a block eater, and then you still only bring 4. Like, what purpose does that? Would you not send in EJ Speed on every play, or Nick Cross, or any one of these guys to add a 5th? Like, that doesn't make, knowing how bad the Jacksonville line has been, why would you continue the entire fucking game to bring 4? Which is what they did.
Let them play to their weakness and not exploited it. Yeah, I see where you're going with that. And I think, honestly, I think it's the same shit we're dealing with it with our defense. Like, okay, I get it. We don't have the personnel to play a man-up defense every snap. But we are giving up 300 yards a game consistently in this soft, cushy-ass zone. And, again, I get the bend but don't break, but we're bending and breaking at times. It's ridiculous. And I feel the same way you do. It's like, all right, look, I get where we're coming from with we don't have everybody we need. I get that because we don't, and neither do you. But at the same time, man, you got to throw in some stuff just to so he doesn't get comfortable. We made Joe Flacco entirely too comfortable in many situations. Like, he was entirely too comfortable for a while. And then we turned it up. But I get where you're coming from.
Like, I think a while back I had this argument with Curtis. Well, you know, your secondary is bad, so you want to try and drop as many back into coverage as possible. And I'm sitting here going, well, a lot of fucking good that did. I mean, again, Trevor Lawrence had nearly a career day. You brought 4, so you're putting everybody in coverage, and it didn't do shit. Like, I would rather let BTJ smoke you, but put 5 or 6 and let Trevor know you're there. Like,
well, you know, I understand what you're saying, Jeff, but I think for a change, we changed some crap, which didn't allow that. That may have been that's a good problem coming in. But if you look at our offense Sunday, it was very multi-dimensional. It really was. You had backs send speed. We got Tank on one end, open in the flat. You got ETN open in the flat. You know,
and mid-level routes are open all game.
Yeah, mid-level routes.
Everybody was open.
I mean, yeah. So you can, but you weren't gonna win that battle either. You understand what I'm saying? So it was like choose your poison.
We put something on tape this Sunday that we hadn't put on tape. Period. I think is really the extent of that is. We put some plays out there, we put some schemes, and we just put effort and like performances that we have not put on tape in I don't know how long. Like things that I don't think Gus Bradley honestly could have prepared for. Like, say for instance, we knew that Brian Thomas Jr. was going to take the top off of this Colts defense at least once. We knew it was going to happen. He's been actually good for one of those a game essentially since he got here. But especially an injured, banged-up defense, we knew he was going to take the top off at one point, right? What we also knew, I told you this in the preview, it doesn't matter what pressure you're sending, Tank Bigsby is taking yards. It doesn't matter because all of his big runs came after contact. He had no big runs where he just like ran untouched for a shitload of yards. He was busting people the hell out of his way and then taking more yards.
Yeah, before you came on, I was telling Isaiah, Tank is seeing the field, the lanes, open lanes real well right now. You know, he's really being patient and he's hitting the hole hard. And like you say, not one man going to bring him down right now. Not at all.
No, he's actually at the very – there's a graph chart for yards after contact. He's the high corner. He's the only one.
I can believe that. But defensively, you know, we got problems too, Jeff. Don't feel bad. Ronald Darby.
Yeah, did you not see what Flacco was able to do? You know, it does bother me. I am a little bit ticked off about the way that this is being portrayed in the media yet again. Because it's like, well, Flacco has a career day, or a great day, not a career day, but a great day. Lawrence outperformed him still. Where's his flowers? Give him his fucking flowers. He did what you've been begging him to do. He did what you've been begging him to do.
Mhm.
Just give him his fucking props and move on. Flacco had a great game. You're absolutely right.
Oh, yeah.
If you're gonna give one the props, give both the props because this was an offensive showdown, is what it was.
Yeah.
What we expected it to be. We had two banged up defenses, and honestly, I expected us kind of to throw it away. I knew that if we didn't come out hot, we weren't pulling this game out. I knew that. I mean, if we didn't come out swinging, it was over.
I mean, be honest. How many of y'all after that first drive went, "Oh Lord, here we go again"?
I was shocked.
I know. I said this. I was like, "Oh Lord, here we go again. Here go Flacco." Flacco, whatever you want to call him. And then all of a sudden, we just woke up.
I didn't quite do that, and I think the reason why is because I saw the defense obviously fold very hard on the first drive, but I also saw a lot of people already making adjustments to what Flacco was doing, and I had a good feeling that the second drive was going to show us really whether or not we needed to be worried. I love this. Oh, I love it.
Yes.
No, that's the defense I'm used to.
Yes. See, and that's right. I wish you dropped back it away. He almost dropped. I'm
gonna show it from the back angle. It shows it.
Yeah, well, he almost dropped that dang on ball. That's the only thing Tank got to hold on to that ball when he get close to the goal line.
What the fuck?
What the fuck are you doing, man?
It's the same play. Why did it just not show? Did they take it with the end zone?
I guess they took it.
Yeah.
I guess. Oh, no. All right, cool.
It is what it is.
It's okay. I'll watch it again.
Now,
yeah, this is great.
Now, stop right there. Stop right there. Well, I wanted you to back it up, but never mind now. Go ahead. Later. Right there. Stop. Now, actually, Indy has this defense pretty good, but Tank saw it. I think Fred telling what's his name? They was talking about it too, because I think we all said the same thing. Cut.
Yep, right here. I mean, they had him right.
Yeah, they had him cut. And there was the lane right there. And that's what I was saying during the preseason. Our backs last year wasn't doing that, seeing that. Now, this is about the third or fourth time they done ran this play.
And Etienne went outside every time they got tackled.
Exactly. So now you see the difference between him and Etienne. I mean, him and Etienne.
Tank
cutting it up.
Looking like Derrick Henry out there stiff-arming people.
Now, know who you look like in them uniforms, which I love them uniforms?
Fred
he
Taylor.
Actually looked like Fred Taylor. That's what he looked like. Yeah. See that crap right there?
Mm-hmm. Holding it low against his hip.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he looked like Fred Taylor on the here's the back angle. And this just shows it even more, like, because right here, they've got him. Like,
yeah, they got him.
All game they've been killing us on that, and he's hit the bye-bye ankles.
But look who's out in front. Look at old Cam. Ain't like he hit anybody, but he was out there.
Oh yeah. We had old boy. We got all of them. You know who had a great game? Ezra Cleveland.
Ezra Cleveland had an amazing game. The highest rated player of Sunday's performance, actually.
Good.
Look at him pointing back.
Yeah.
Hey, can we just do something real quick, though? Can we just say that the throwback game is over and we definitely fucking won that? Because seeing them in design and photos look great, but oh my God, dude.
Yes.
Oh my God, did they look good? That field looked good. Oh my God.
Oh, the end zones were sweet, weren't they? I was like, man, I was trying to be there.
I love getting pay dirt in them bitches. Love it.
And this run here. Yes, goodness. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, he scored a touchdown at the -3 yard line, according to the title of the play.
Look at this. This is just big man running right here. This is grown man running the football because he's dead to rights at the right past the line.
Gabe Davis was fiending for that touchdown.
That's what got him.
I'm surprised he didn't steal the ball from him.
That's something we got to talk about real quick too. Is Gabe Davis because Gabe got in Trevor's chest a little bit on the sideline. Trevor threw a tablet, stuff like that. Some words were exchanged.
Trevor loosely put down the tablet.
Don't you dare quote Trevor and try to play this off.
No.
That is what Trevor said. That's what Trevor said now.
He aggressively set down the tablet.
Don't you dare. Listen. Gabe was getting open. I heard a guy behind me. Every time Gabe got open, he's like, Gabe's open. I'm like, are you only watching fucking Gabe? Like, what are you doing? Like, he's always screaming at.
Yeah.
Trevor had 371 yards and 2 tugs, bro. Shut the fuck up. Who cares if he missed Gabe a couple
That
times?
was a
'Cause he
good punch out by
wasn't
Jalen right there.
That was a great, like an easy punch out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
dude,
a good
that's
punch
what,
out.
that's what I was about to
It looked
say.
like he wasn't even trying.
That's what I was just about to say. Watch this, because this is the first target after he gets on Trevor's chest. This is his first target after this.
This reminds me of the longest yard with Adam Sandler. He's like, "Why don't you throw me the ball?" Well, this is why. Sit down, bitch.
Yeah, sit down, bitch. Exactly.
Knock that thing straight out.
Dude, the easiest fucking fumble I've ever seen, dude. Easiest fumble I've ever seen. He's literally holding it low to his hip, and it gets popped out right in his face.
I've seen players fumble on themselves harder than that. Like,
dude, it was wild.
Bad.
But what kills me about it is I think a lot of the time what it was is miscommunication between Trevor and Gabe. For whoever side may have been misunderstanding is not the point. But I would imagine it'd be Gabe because Trevor knows the play coming in. So it really leaves you to believe it's the receiver that's got the miscommunication here. Gabe was open on a crosser, a deep crosser, and it would have been a nice play, but he was not supposed to run the crosser. He was supposed to stop and sit in that zone. He's supposed to stop and sit down. If he sits down, it's an even bigger play up the opposite sideline. But he takes it as a crosser, which, I mean, cool, that's good, but that's what he's used to with Josh Allen is making plays after they're broken. The play wasn't fucking broken. So he's not in scramble drill trying to find somebody. He's still reading the progressions as they're supposed to go. So yeah, he might have seen it.
Yeah, there was no pressure, so there's no.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like he's running for his life. He had no pressure, dude. They gave up one pressure the whole game.
Yeah,
one pressure the entire game.
Yeah, and on the other side, like, what's his damn name?
Which one?
Trayvon Walker Trayvon Walker had a day, and I'll get it seemed like every fucking play he was back there, and he was working mostly on. Yeah, he was mostly working on our right tackle Smith.
Who's number 72? Who's 72?
I think that's Braden Smith. Hold on, let me look.
Yeah, okay. If that's the case, then yeah, that's who he was out there abusing.
Yeah, Braden Smith. Yeah, he had a great game against TJ Watt, but I think he was on the injury report all week. He was either did not or limited participate. I'm not even sure he really should have been out there in the first place. But I mean, just because he was nursing some injury, and it looked like it. So I'm not trying to take away from 3 sacks, and probably should have had another 2 or 3. I'm not going to take away from that.
Hey, but Josh was on the other side cooking too. In fact, they knocked each other off for a couple of sacks. The two of them getting there. Yeah, so it was. Yeah. In fact,
Flacco got away with, in my opinion, a couple intentional groundings too, because he didn't even throw a catchable ball to the sideline multiple times.
That's called veteran. What you call it? Veteran preference. You can get away with those.
He made a very savvy move of getting the ball off.
Right.
I think, dude, you've got to at least make it a catchable ball for the receiver. He threw one that was like 20 yards too high. It was clearly a throwaway out of a sack. That is intentional.
There's a guy in the area.
It just slipped. It just slipped.
He got hit when he threw it. That's why.
Now I'll show one for you too here in a second, Jeff. But I do want to
just remember we got a pass interference on that kind of play last week. So against Houston, remember? So
that was no, it's defensive holding because they can call that even if the ball's not catchable. Can't let CJ Stroud lose. So this is why. I think Brenton Strange has proven to us that he was worth the draft pick last year.
I agreed.
You want to play our version of this, buddy?
I can in just a moment, but I'm going to show this one first, and then I'm going to show yours. Well, Worms. I'm sorry.
No.
The camera woman of the year.
Well, shout out Worm for this, by the way. Before he shows this clip, Worm was a great camera woman on this.
Yep.
Worm.
But, Strange has been. I mean, just right here, fights up. This guy, again, is lost. Get this man a map. He doesn't know where he is right now. 32.
But wait a minute. Stop right there. Look where our receivers are compared to what we were showing last week.
He's coming here. Davis got 2 of them.
Yeah.
Look, ETN's about to go on an angle.
You see
ETN's doing the Texas route. ETN's doing the Texas route.
We would have had 3 different touchdowns on this play. It was really just pick your poison.
Yeah, easy.
Yep.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. The variation of the route. Yeah, that was a pretty catch right there.
That was, I mean,
a really pretty ball too.
High pointing the ball, back of the end zone, only he could get it, fell down into it. I mean, it was a great throw and catch. I got to stop this to pull up ours because it won't let me switch applications. But Brenton Strange is not Evan Ingram. No. He's not. And I'm not saying he's Evan Ingram, but I am saying that in the wake of Evan Ingram being hurt, we have missed him, but in the red zone, Brenton Strange has been a great target when we've gone to him.
Brenton Strange has been a better contested target than Ingram this year too already. Just to
I mean, we've only seen one game out of Ingram, but yeah, I do agree.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Well,
Ingram had a couple drops untimely in that first game. Strange is catching him with two guys on his back.
And that may explain why they're not really trying to rush Ingram back at the moment.
This is the worm cam.
I remember that.
Out on the short view, that sucks. But hold on, you'll see. Oh no, is it really going to break it up?
That's how you sent it to me. Was on a short view. That's how she recorded it.
No, yeah, she did. No, I'm just saying, like, I hate that you can't full screen it for the, you know what I'm saying.
Look at the twins, man.
I know, man. I need a little more beard on me, and then I'll be there. I'll shave my head too. Where's the this was my view. It turned into a short really well at Bigsby's run.
Yeah.
I love our seats, man.
See, that is the physicality we was talking about in the offseason. That's what we're talking about right there. You know, that is what we want.
So before we get into the,
at least we know we're getting in front of the backs. We are.
We get the ugly side of this because we got to show some good highlight points for the Colts because they had some good spots. I just want to go over the stat sheet real quick for our shining players. Okay, Trevor Lawrence obviously 28-34, 371 career high, 2 tugs. All right, Surgeon, Tank Bigsby, 13 carries, 129 yards. Also had 2 tugs. BTJ, 5 receptions, only 5, 122 yards, 1 tug.
Yep.
Trayvon Walker, 3 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 1 pass defended. Had a hell of a game, career game for him too. And I would like to point out there are 4 considered top receivers in the draft this year.
The hell?
Marvin Harrison Jr. has 279 yards. Roma Dunze has 206. Malik Neighbors has 386. Brian Thomas Jr. has 397 yards. He is leading all of the rookie receivers.
Well, you know it's crazy though, because of course Neighbors didn't play this week. But why don't you pull up the targets and receptions for Neighbors versus Thomas?
Oh, I already got that right here. So Thomas is already doing this on 22 receptions versus 35 receptions for Malik Neighbors.
How many targets?
It's he's got I think it's like 111 or something for Neighbors already. He's got like a shitload.
Really?
All right, it's what this one that might not be what targets is. Hold on, I'm trying to get. No, that's average. My bad. That's 11 point something average. It's like cut off. If I showed you the thing, you'd see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right.
It's cut off.
Here you go, Jeff. Now, Jeff said during the game that Flacco was throwing it hard and he did put some touch on the passes. Then this happened just a little bit after. I'm going to give you your credit, Jeff. You said it. Joe Flacco, and he's like, hey, this guy from Unstable was like saying shit in a group chat that I'm not a part of, but I heard him. I'm going to do it for him. And he threw one here to Mo Alley Cox, and he a little touch on this bad boy right here. Boop, right over the DB.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's nothing you could do about that right there. That just was.
He's 270 pounds, 6'5", whatever he is, against little old bitty Antonio Johnson. It was a great throw and catch. I mean, right here he goes up, he gets it. Jarian's not. I mean, Cisco's just. I don't know what Cisco's doing right here, dude.
Shit.
Cisco's just standing there, bro.
You look right now. Cisco is just lost in this defense.
I don't know what he's doing, man.
I just found the targets. Hold on. Holy shit. Malik Neighbors has 56 targets. Brian Thomas Jr. only has 26 targets.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, I had to. Like, oh my damn.
And let me get the where's the old long ball for you boys? There it is.
Which one?
Which one?
The first one.
Okay.
The first one. Oh.
Yeah, there's 2.
The one that was almost a Monteric Brown.
Okay. Yeah, he just outran him.
Yeah.
I mean, Cisco just, I mean, what is, first of all, we're running cover 3. Cisco sees the ball coming out, but like just terrible angle.
Yeah.
And
it's time to have a grown man conversation about Andre Cisco.
I'm glad. Honestly, I know we talked about him being the DB, the extra person that gets the contract. I'm glad we did not at this point.
Me too.
I think Andre Cisco, I think he can be a good player. I think he can. I think either this defense is too complex for him, or something's going on and he's just not playing full speed. He looks hesitant. He looks slow. And
he didn't look that way in week 1, other than when he over committed. Right. And I wonder if that's because he's worrying about trying to make up ground, where we're falling so short in personnel.
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I think that could be it. What?
On this play, it didn't really matter. But on this play, they were like, "Oh, it was called like it was down at the 1 because he was." I'm like, he was not fucking touched.
No, he was.
Just saying,
no, he was.
I mean, it didn't matter, but
he wasn't touched with his hands. But Cisco touches him right there.
Leg, right there. They're touching.
I'm saying they called this a touchdown.
I really did think it was touched.
I don't understand how you can overturn it. Like, the tip of his toe touched it. Like how?
Well, no, their entire legs, right?
Because
right here.
They put it on the big
screen. Both their legs make full contact. They blew it up on the big screen. They hit each other right there, and he was down. Now
let me ask this question.
Go ahead.
But let me ask this question: Who would you blame this on? Is it Monteric or Cisco's?
It's Monteric.
It's Monteric to begin with.
Oh, look, they're high-fiving right there.
Twice. Both of the big bombs were on him.
It's Monteric because it's cover 3. If it wasn't cover 3, it'd be on Cisco. If they were running man up 0, like this is definitely a cover 3. And it could be, I could be wrong here. It could be a cover 1 robber in man here. But as far as I can tell from the way that the corners, hold on one second. Let me pull up the sideline cam. As far as I can tell, whenever everybody drops, let me get it just a second.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can see here, you got these two guys sitting in their zones.
Hand on them.
It's not cover 3. This is cover 1 robber. So actually it is on Monteric. You can tell because you can tell right here because we got nobody dropping into the curl. We got Jarian right here, man up. He's man up with the tight end, and he's man up with the running back. This is cover 1 Roberts. This is on Monteric. He just got beat here at the point of attack.
Yeah, this is a perfect example of what I mean by those untimely ass fuck ups by Monteric.
Well, I will say now,
he did
of course. Of the game. Well, no, not even that. I'm not even trying to defend Monteric on this. All I'm going to say is Michael Pittman was a better matchup for him, not due to size, not due to speed.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can
Alec Pierce ran a 4.31 at the combine.
Oh yeah,
Monteric and he's 6'3", and Monteric Brown is a 4.57, 4.55 guy. Like Campbell's in the game. It's a different story. We have Darby or Campbell on him now. Am I saying that that's a guaranteed stop? No. They could have gotten burnt just like anybody, especially Darby. Good Lord, Darby could have got burnt. But in a deep situation like this, where they're down by 2 touchdowns, Monteric Brown should have never been on him. But when you are put on him, you got to do better. You got to make the play.
Yeah.
And now,
but he gave him a free release. That was the problem from the get go. Gave him a free release.
We're playing off. They're not pressing.
Yeah, look, he didn't even try to make contact. He just got ran.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
10 yards.
Of course, most of the time, Darby is sitting back at least 10 yards. Every now and then you catch him up. But usually, Darby is back at least 8 to 10 yards on all his receivers. Yep. That's why he gets beat so bad across the middle.
And Steve, now, don't get me wrong. Do I completely agree that Monteric was a mismatch there? Yes, but 2 seconds is not enough time to justify how bad he gave up on the release. Like, he just gave up.
Yeah.
He didn't even try to put a hand out. Or he might have, but it seemed to me like he just turned and accepted that he was already cooked.
You know what? I don't think they realized how fast Pierce was.
You see him right here. He's looking at Cisco, thinking he's going to make that play, and you can see after the play, like he's right here. He's looking at Cisco. He's not looking at Alec Pierce. He's too far behind him. You can see right here. He just turns and looks at him.
That's the difference between ball today and ball back in the day. Because back in the day, Cisco wouldn't have been worried about the ball. He would have told Pierce behind up coming over across like that. But because of the way penalties and things are called today, he got to,
Well,
it
and he
looks a
was
lot
playing
worse.
like that up until this year. He's been playing like that, and that's what I
Yeah.
don't understand. But like it kind of gets to a point. Like you're right, he did give up on the release. Also, too, with how deep they're playing everybody. I mean, you get up to here. By the time he makes that move, if he touches him here, it's an illegal contact. He's too far off the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, because he gave up.
He's already inside. And then, right here, as soon as he got, I mean, there's no catching Pierce at that point. He's too fast.
No, and Cisco. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Cisco should have read that already.
Well, he did, but the problem is he took his first step here. He took his first step downhill.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. It's still on Cisco. He should have read that and got upfield. He came downfield, and it was too late. It's too late.
At this point in the game, that's where it becomes situational football, and you should know exactly what's.
We're playing prevent. That's why we're putting that spacing.
I wish we were playing prevent. We might have prevented it if we were playing prevent.
Well, yeah.
Well, no, the idea is prevent with deep safety help, and you're thinking that at the very least, he'll be able to slow down the release to where Cisco can come over the top and help. Monteric does absolutely none of his job on this play.
Yeah.
None of it. He does nothing. And if I'm not mistaken, the other deep play to Alec Pierce was also on Monteric Brown.
No.
From what I understood, it was both on Monteric. The other one may have been Darby.
It might have been on Monteric. It might have been lined up on Monteric, but I don't think it was a man coverage. I'm pretty sure that one was actually a cover 3. Let me see. I'm pretty sure we were running zone on that one.
I will say on that, though, to see Alec Pierce having the start to the season, when he came in, I was hoping that he would take over for Pittman as that number 1, and that didn't happen. But I thought the potential was always there to see this shit. Man,
he just ran through the zone.
Yeah,
he just ran through it.
Yeah, that's
nobody.
This one's on Cisco. I mean, and I know you're trying to disguise right here, but
but you got to play a little deeper.
But you're playing disguise. You're playing one high, and then right here, not even that he needs to play deeper. He's playing on the outside of the hash, and then he stays right where he is and goes vertical right here instead of coming back over the middle. There was no chance.
No, what I meant by play deeper was you've got to actually, when the ball snaps, you've got to play into the center of the field like you're actually in the one. He didn't do that. He stayed on the opposite side of the hash. He didn't
terrible angle.
Instead of just selling the fake, he actually faked the whole play. What are you doing? when you come out of the disguise, you drop into the center of the field.
Exactly.
That's what you're supposed to do. That's what I mean. You got to play deeper into the center. You got to move over. He doesn't move over. He just literally just gives him all the space in the world, and that angle is.
I'm just
happy
to see Alec Pierce do what he's doing.
I don't know what.
I get it, but right here, the stutter step. Alec Pierce hits the stutter, and Cisco just puts the brakes on, if he's about to cut back upfield, and he's already got you beat. What?
Right.
Oh man, no,
that's old schoolyard play. That's what that is.
Joe Flacco had a lot of time. He looked good when he had the time. Not taking anything away from the Colts offense or Joe Flacco or anybody. And similar to Trevor Lawrence on some of the plays, like the Brian Thomas Jr. touchdown. This really was a game of small mistakes by the defense becoming big ones because Joe Flacco and Trevor Lawrence had time to read the field, make the throws, and just make the defense pay at the end of the day. There really wasn't any defense taking over, making them pay until really, Trayvon Walker had right before the half, he had the strip sack and Josh Allen picked it up. I wish it would have been a touchdown, but we won the game. So it doesn't really matter, but that'd have been cool to see a touchdown there. But at the same time, that was our first defensive turnover of the year.
Yes.
First one.
We still don't have any interceptions.
No, still no interceptions.
And you see why.
I mean, we're not going to get any playing like we are. I mean, if we're just being completely honest, it's been bad.
The bend but don't break is not made to get interceptions, and that's why we're fucking getting passes kicked on our defense.
I mean, think about it. Darby is allowing 145.4 passer completion rating in the 5 games. 145. Man.
He's allowing basically a perfect passer rating.
Yeah. But Monteric is 97.1. So
I mean, still not great, but not terrible.
Right.
Yeah, no, and like I said, he last 2 weeks he really played well. This week he didn't play.
I don't think he necessarily played bad. I just think that's a situation he honestly that's a situation he should have never been put in by the defensive coordinator.
No, I agree. Though
again, you got to perform when you get those opportunities. I'm not saying that he didn't get beat because X, Y, and Z. He needs to perform, but that's a situation that you, me, any of us are not putting Monteric Brown in one-on-one down by 14 against Alec Pierce with no over the top help with the way Cisco's been playing.
Right.
I just I mean,
it's
I miss Dewey.
But
I miss Dewey real bad right now.
Yes. Dewey, what is going on with Dewey? Shouldn't Dewey be coming back?
So it made me think. Y'all remember last year, Cooper Hodges hurt his knee, and they never would say what it was because they kept saying it was a knee injury. Oh, his knee. Oh, his knee. Oh, his knee. Mm-hmm. They have not put an official designation on what's wrong with Dewey Wingard. I do not know. There is nothing out there that says what is actually wrong with him as far as I've seen. I tried looking last week. I've tried looking this week. He's got an undisclosed knee injury that I think is a lot worse than they want us to think it is because they haven't even talked about him potentially getting back into the swing of things. I think he's done. I think he's done for the year. They just don't want to say it.
I believe that as well because now we're already talking about bringing in Tashawn Gibson. And that was the original timetable because we're looking at now potentially, if I'm not mistaken, Tashawn Gibson comes in Patriots week.
Okay.
And so
it was 6 games.
It was it? Yeah, 6 games.
So we play Chicago, then the Patriots, right?
Okay. Yeah, and we're looking at Ingram because he gave an update. He said we're looking at Ingram should be ready to go for Chicago and London. And then we bring in Tashawn for Patriots week. That's when we should have been at least hearing where is Dewey. And if we don't hear what is going on with Dewey by the week of the Patriots game, we should really start being concerned about what's actually going on with him.
I think that's why they brought in Tashawn Gibson is because I think they knew Dewey wasn't going to be back.
That makes sense. So here's a scenario. Campbell comes back. All right. Now, Campbell comes back. Savage is back. Jarian. Where's Prince? I haven't seen Prince last couple of games. Where's Prince?
the one play he did get, he got burnt for that touchdown to Keon Coleman for like 40 yards.
Yeah, okay. Now, so with Darby being the liability that he is, do we move Monteric over there and put Darby on the side?
I think you start Monteric Brown because it's crazy that like even with Monteric Brown in, they have been targeting Darby more than him.
Right.
Which is insane to think. We brought in this guy for however much money, and our 6th round, 7th round corner from 2 years ago is not being targeted as much as he is. Well, I think you leave him on the field until he shows you he can't do it, and then you really have to have the conversation of okay, with Savage back and with Tashawn Gibson coming in, like, do we just move Jarian outside, have Savage play nickel and just run it like that?
No. You put Savage. Oh man, this is gonna be crazy. You put Savage now because you got Gibson there. So Johnson needs to go on the side too. Because Antonio Johnson, because he can't tackle worth a crap. Right?
Oh.
So
no, on the side, Trevor, not outside.
Yeah. Okay.
No, on the sideline.
Like on the sideline. Yeah. No, hell no, Trevor.
Crazy. I was about to say, I know you said it was going to be crazy, but I wasn't expecting you to lose it, dog. I was like, no. No, we got to put that boy back in the box where he came from. Send that boy back with the label and all.
But yeah, Savage. Oh man. Damn, Gibson. Well, fine. Gibson takes Cisco. Savage goes back for Johnson. Jarian goes to the slot. And then we take Monteric, put him over there in Darby's spot, and Campbell is back. Damn. And then we put Vontrell Miller in the starting lineup. Mooma, somebody got to go. Because that boy is balling out. And there's no need of him sitting on the sideline.
You know,
I think that would kind of improve our defense. But I mean, that's just me wishing.
I do too, but I think that realistically speaking, we need to put Devin back outside. We need to put Ventrell Miller as the actual like Mike linebacker, and we need to have Foye and Foye and Lloyd next to him because I like Lloyd as a middle linebacker. I do. In the 3-4 attacking defense we were running previously, he was able to kind of be a little more free and play, but Right now I think Ventrell needs to be in the middle of that field to go either way. I mean, he is
agree.
flying sideline to sideline.
Yes.
He's great in coverage. We need to start letting
Yes.
Devin Lloyd get after the quarterback a little bit.
Agreed.
The three of them on the field, we've got one of the best linebacking cores in the league. Easily.
Without a doubt. We sorry, Jeff. We just took over, huh? Tell us about your Colts, man. They're lost 10 years in a row in Jacksonville, but at least y'all made it a game.
Yeah, like I was saying,
a few times. So
I'm saying,
be proud, man. Y'all got Flacco quarterback. Y'all gonna go far.
The only good thing
with Flacco.
The only good thing to say about this is like they didn't give up at the end. They didn't fold. They were down 14, and they stormed back into it and made it a game. And I was happy to see Alec Pierce do what he did. And he hadn't been used for shit in the entire game, and then all of a sudden, in my opinion, they took too long to get him involved. But I'm happy to see him do that.
It's amazing you said that because that's what the announcer was saying also. But they had not really attacked downfield. I was like, good, don't let them. But then again, Flacco wasn't having that kind of time anyway till the end of the game.
I think all the way up until that point, he hadn't thrown a pass over 20 yards. It was just dink and dunk.
But let's be honest here. If that would have been tissue paper, the game wouldn't have been that close. The paper would have, it wouldn't have been that close. Let's be honest.
I'm just saying. You're absolutely right. I think you're absolutely right. I think if Anthony Richardson's in there, we did a great job of closing the edges on the quarterback. We only had one run where Flacco escaped, and it was honestly it was holding, in my opinion. They were doing a lot of wrapping around the shoulders on Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker. I'm not even saying that from a standpoint of bitching about the refs. It was still a good game. I enjoyed the game, but they were doing I'm talking a lot of there's one replay literally on one of the deep passes to Alec Pierce. Josh Allen gets hugged around his back, pulled to him, and someone comes in and blocks him in the back as well. And they never flagged it. Not one flag. Isaiah actually commented on it on a Facebook post I saw because, dude, it was abysmal. It was bad. It was abysmally bad. And I think we did a good enough job closing those edges that the only way that Anthony was going to hurt us was with his legs, and that was not. I don't think that was going to be a possibility this game for him.
Right.
And you take that away, he does not have the accuracy or the knowledge, in my opinion, to outplay Flacco.
No, not without a doubt. No, that ain't it.
Touchdown.
That one he was being held on to, though.
Because on that Flacco run, I think either Trayvon or Josh got knocked into Eric Armstead, and they knocked each other out the way.
They did.
Yeah, here.
Watch this right here.
And, look at him pulling the jersey on his back right now.
On the jersey, pulling him back. Now watch. Someone comes and blocking the back too. It is egregiously bad.
Well,
now again,
you know what they say. It's not illegal unless the ref throw the flag.
Look clean to me.
But again, Cisco, whether it was holding or not, Cisco terrible on that play. It was bad, but at the end of the day, though, it was a relatively clean game for both teams. It wasn't I think it was the first week this season. I can say for both teams, across the board, the refs were not trying to make the game about them.
Right.
There was a couple calls where I was like, I don't know about that. There were ones where it happened, but it was kind of soft. But I think for the most part, they let the boys play out there, and it wasn't what they were favoring one team over the other. It was a pretty clean game across the board.
Yeah, I think between the two teams, it was 8 penalties altogether. So not bad at all.
Yeah, because I'm not trying to take away the holding. Who knows if that makes a difference to the play or not? Who knows if Josh finishes the play or not? But that's not the point. Cisco blew the damn coverage.
Yeah,
and Flacco picked it up and made a damn good throw, and Pierce ran a damn good route. So
that would be the difference between the veteran and a first/second year quarterback right there.
I think AR tried to bail on that play.
Me too.
Let me just say, I wanted Alec Pierce out of the draft whenever he was coming out. To have a freak athlete like that as a target for Trevor Lawrence, I wanted him, and he fell to a place we could have gotten him. But this is that play on the sideline. Nope, that's not the one. Hold on, I clicked the wrong one, I guess. Nope, I didn't. It just played the wrong one. No, it wasn't. I lied. Anyways, it just was the exact same route almost. But this is the one on that sideline catch where he did the little circus catch.
Yeah.
I mean what a great catch.
That's another one of them where
concentration.
Damn, I mean,
and Monteric played it.
He played it the best way he could. I mean,
he got beat. But he made up ground. He got over there. You know, he got his hand up right here. I mean, he was in there. Knocked his hand down.
Yeah.
And just what a concentration play right there by Alec Pierce.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I said. When I sat back in my seat and I was like, well played.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing he could do about that.
I even clapped. I clapped for him. I was like, dude,
that was a good catch.
Fucking played. Well played. That was a damn
good. It was.
I will say in this game, I think the big difference in this one was Jonathan Taylor not going. Like their best runner was Trey Sermon with 10 carries for 38 yards. I think this game looks a lot different if Jonathan Taylor's out there. I really do. I really do. I mean, they're leading. Joe Flacco was behind him by 16 yards. I think it's a lot different with Jonathan Taylor.
Do you think, though, that Flacco has the same game he had if they're running the offense through Jonathan Taylor?
No.
I think it slows everything.
No.
No, you're going to have to pick one or the other. And this is the reason I say that. We did the same damn thing to Miami, and we did the same thing to Houston. And we did the same thing to the Browns. There's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of stuff played in the Browns game. Like the refs made the game about them. If you watch that game, you know, whatever.
So many penalties.
Dude, it was terrible. It was almost hard to watch the rest of the game. And I paid for the ticket. I was considering like, fuck this. But anyway, no, but like, you got to pick one or the other. Our defense this year, even Hurt, has been really good at that. We're going to commit to stopping that fucking run.
Mm-hmm.
And it really doesn't matter who it is. We've shut it down so far this year. We have not been getting like ran all over. And we've done really good because, dude, Ventrell Miller is a fucking missile. You saw that in this game, obviously, Jeff, because you guys had plenty of open screens or dump plays that probably should have gone for 5 or 10, but Ventrell is just that fucking guy. Like he's flying to the ball and just shut it. Oh yeah,
Braden Smith got fucked on that.
And see, and what people don't realize, he still has that cast on his hand, so he really can't do what he's possible he can do now. He's doing all this with that cast.
That hand wrapped.
Yeah, he's still playing with that cast.
There was one I got the video. I don't know if I posted it though, but there was one where he freaking got a downs in the flat, and let me see
by the foot.
You know what though? Downs and Flacco has a great relationship.
Yeah,
that's his go-to man. I mean, he's not flashy, but he's dependable for him. That's a good thing.
This though, Jeff.
Do what?
Obviously, you see this now. You have a better passing game with Joe Flacco in the game.
Yeah, I mean,
is that
it is.
Scary?
They're already saying that. They're already saying that if Anthony Richardson's healthy, he's the starter. So
yeah, that's what
I mean. I know they're saying it, and I get why you want to commit to that. Obviously, that's your franchise. Same thing we do with Trevor, right? But it's hard to deny this, man.
There was several plays in this game that I don't know if Anthony Richardson makes the throw or sees the throw. Like I can't see Anthony Richardson, at least not right now, going 33 or 44. Like I don't see that stat line happening.
No.
And I can agree with you because his percentages are not there to back that up. And that's why
it'd probably be more like 20 for 44.
Right. And that's why I asked, like, are you at a point now where, like, Jacksonville's been at this point now where they want to throw the book at Trevor, fuck Trevor, he's got to go. And we don't have a quarterback with the composure and veteran savviness of Flacco. So is it scary to, like, as a Colts fan, as this current moment, to know your backup is the better quarterback at this point in time, and he's aging. He's not going to be around forever. Do you think that the future is safe with Anthony Richardson at this point, watching what he's put up? Do you basically what I'm saying is, do you think them forcing him into starting now versus sitting behind Flacco to learn this shit is the smart move?
They already did it. I mean, it was by force. I mean, he got hurt, but he already did it last year. I think they're right now. They're trying to see if Anthony Richardson's the guy or not. Like, after this, can he finish out the season? Can he finish out next season? And if not, hey, Arch Manning's coming up.
see, that's the big question right there. They already know what they have. They see the potential. in tissue paper. They see the potential. But the question is, can his butt stay on the field?
Yeah.
I mean,
right now
you
can't.
you can have all the potential you want to, but if you can't stay on the field, you're no good to us.
It's funny you say that, Eric. It's funny you say that. I had the same debate with a Colts fan sitting right in front of me because I asked him a similar question. I was just trying to like see what kind of guys I'm sitting around, just chop it up with people. And I was like, "Do you believe in Flacco or AR more? Like, who do you have more faith in?" And he goes, "Well, you got to remember, Anthony Richardson's just so young and da 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 da." I was like, "Yeah, but by the time he's 26, at this rate, he's gonna be fucking bagging fries at McDonald's." Like,
right. Look,
he's played 18 fucking games, or he at one point he'd only started in 18 games since high school.
Here's where the logic just gets crazy, man. Everybody's looking for a Patrick Mahomes now. Everybody's looking for somebody to be like Patrick Mahomes, basically. The only problem is they forget Patrick Mahomes set a whole year behind Alex Smith in Kansas City. Now, Jacksonville and Indy coming into the season, we had lofty expectations. I don't know why the Colts thought they was going to be above us, though, but hey, we shall see. But anyway, my point is this. To give your organization the best chance of winning right now is Flacco. Without a doubt, it's Flacco.
It is.
Now,
and
even if Anthony Richardson becomes healthy, right? If Flacco is carrying y'all and y'all winning, let him stay there. I remember a time Jacksonville, we were rolling. David Garrard, he was rolling, got us to the playoffs, right? Then Byron Leftwich got healthy. And all of a sudden, we're going to New England for the conference championship. Jack Del Rio made the smart move. Well, since Byron Leftwich is healthy, we'll put him in. We got crushed that game because he just wasn't ready. And you took the best quarterback out that got you to that point, for somebody who just wasn't ready. And right now, I don't think Anthony Richardson is ready. The potential is there, but he's not ready.
He's not really, and this is I gotta believe there's a little bit of politics in play here. You got to see improvement in Anthony Richardson. You took him fourth. He's the quarterback, the franchise. That's what you brought him for. Like it's raw, but you want to see that there's improvement. So if they're like, yeah, we're gonna play our 39-year-old backup over our 4th overall pick, like
you're winning.
He has to get the reps. That's
you're
what it boils down to.
But see, that's the thing. You're winning.
We're not winning,
which
is why.
I get where you're coming from.
But what I'm saying is, he gives you the better chance of winning. If y'all go on a roll all of a sudden behind Flacco, right? That's momentum. See what I'm saying? The team is rolling. Anthony Richardson, he comes off the injury list, and he's so-called healthy, and you put him in, and then the rhythm is gone, the momentum is gone, and then the team is struggling again.
What Jeff's saying is that they're willing to take the L's straight to the chin, then take the heat from everyone else for picking this kid 4th overall and starting Flacco anyway. That's what he's saying. They're tanking. It's literally we're going to go down with the ship. We're going down with the ship mentality.
Okay.
Yeah. We're on this ship, we're going to sink with it.
Alex, I kind of pitched it like if you were going to have him sit, that's how it had to be from the beginning of the season. Like, look, we're taking a back seat. He's going to sit behind Flacco. When you rolled him out there again that first game, it was Anthony Richardson's team. When he's healthy, he's the starter. He's going to get reps. And right now, it is what it is. Like, that's just what they're going to roll with. Like, whether Colts fans agree with it or not, it's Anthony Richardson's team, and Flacco's the backup.
It is truly sad though, because I think if you get your starters back on defense and y'all start playing some form of a defense that can do something worth a damn, Flacco can still take you very deep into the playoffs, if not all the way. Really,
he proved that last year in Cleveland.
I mean, Flacco was playing it.
Except for going deep in the playoffs.
Yeah. Which is crazy that during the offseason, nobody offered them anything but Indy. That didn't make any sense either.
No,
and now, of course, Cleveland wishing they had gave him some more money. And brought
they wish they had Baker Mayfield. They wish. Man, they got to be. Every Browns fan has got to be sick to their stomach right now.
Yeah,
But
because
yeah,
Baker
so
was literally on one, bro. Baker is on
yeah.
one. And I love the Baker redemption arc. I fucking love it.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
Yep.
we shall see. I guess the biggest question is, can he play a 16 game? Hell, can he play a 6-game season right now? Let's just
No.
take it a little bit at a time.
Well, how
You
long
know?
are they projecting him to be out for? I know he was close to coming back this game, right?
He was limited, but still sore, so they held him out. I think just because of all the injuries, no Jonathan Taylor, no Ryan Kelly, Will Fry's got hurt in this game now. Like he's done for the
Oh, dude,
season,
that
and
was
then nobody on the defense started. I'm like, I think this was a game that they were like, maybe we can win, and we'll just sit him. I kind of think
Yeah.
that might have been their mentality on this one. Maybe he could have gone, but if he's hurt, he wasn't going to play.
Yeah.
I can see it. And I think too, a lot of Jags fans, like for all y'all, man, y'all are quick to forget because everybody wants to say, "Oh, we beat up on a bad defense." So they beat up on our fucking bad defense. Our defense was just as banged up. Like our defense was dog shit too. All right.
Hey, we just showed you.
But just to point out though, what people I think are forgetting about Duval is this is where it starts, and this is what we talked about last time, Jeff. Is that I literally said this word for word was, if we're going to go on a run, which we have been known to do, if we're going to go on a run, it comes after a dog shit start, an abysmal start to the season where everyone's ready to blow the whole damn thing up, and we get one fucking win, and then we go to London, or we get that win in London. Oh, actually, we get the win in London because we were like 0-11 prior to a London game before.
Well,
but we get the win in London, and it just fucking goes red hot. That's what I said last week. And if we do that, I know for a fact, like I know that the Texans just got lucky and scraped by the Bills because I watched the end of the game. Don't come for me, bro. CJ was playing like shit. I fucking watched it. I was watching it. He had a great throw to Nico Collins. And I'm not saying that he played terrible the whole game, but at the end of the game, he was playing just as much like shit. All right. Regardless, I think if Josh Allen doesn't get hurt on that one drive and he doesn't have to come back in already hurt, I think that game ends differently. But they're still skating by for the moment. I think the AFC South is still potentially up for grabs, and I think that you're going to see
without
it.
a doubt.
Because, like I said, if we took what we did right in Houston and brought it to this game and built on it, which we absolutely did. We absolutely did. We took exactly the good things we did, and we built on it. Because for all you fuckers out there that say I was coping with Trevor Lawrence, he made up for both of those deep misses to both of those exact receivers this weekend. So,
That's right.
Damn, I didn't even see. I just looked at the Texans Bills stats, and I was like, God damn, Josh Allen looked like shit.
Yeah,
he completed the lowest amount of passes.
Way worse than Anthony Richardson.
Oh, with 30 or more, with 30 or more passes in the history of the NFL.
Woof.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, where does that come from? How do you get that?
Yeah, and Josh Allen was perfect against us. He didn't miss. He barely missed the throw.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's crazy. Like, we're playing two different teams completely throughout the year. Like Miami, we play Miami. They put up a great game. They play the Bills, and they look like absolute nobodies, and then Tua goes away, and obviously we expected what.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna say Miami didn't put up a great game. They had two great plays that got us, and a fumble that cost us really, but they really didn't play a great game.
No,
but
they played a great game in a whole because they did exactly what the Colts did. They got down into a deficit, and then they fought their way back into it. That's still a great game.
Yeah, we helped them on that one. Jeff,
we helped the Colts. We helped the Colts.
Next.
We fucking watched Alex Pierce run for 80 fucking yards, it felt like.
I agree with that, Trevor. I'm not arguing. But Jeff, your next 3 games going to tell a whole lot, especially division-wise. Right now, you're 0-2 in the division. You got Tennessee coming up, and then what? Who you got again? You got Houston coming
Tennessee, Dolphins, and is that the Texans after the Dolphins?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
that's the game I'm going to. Yeah.
We're not about 2 months into the season. That means y'all been to play 4 division games already. You're already 0-2. Man, if y'all somehow fall to the Texans again and the Titans, y'all don't think y'all shooting towards a wild card.
I could see the Colts. I could see the Colts taking the Titans. I don't know what's going on. Like Tyreek Hill and Waddle with this secondary scare the shit out of me. I don't care who's at quarterback.
No, they don't have a quarterback. They don't have.
But they ain't got no
quarterback.
quarterback. But if it's,
No.
I don't know if Tua's done for the year. I haven't paid attention to that.
I think
but
they said he's expected to come back week 6 or week 8, somewhere in there.
Oh, okay.
If he decides to come back,
and they just got a lucky robbery win over the Patriots. The Patriots absolutely got robbed.
I feel comfortable. I honestly feel comfortable with the Titans and the Dolphins, but it's that Texans. Like, I know if I go to the game, it'll probably be a jinx thing, but like I could see the Colts going 2-1 in the next 3 games. But
okay, yeah. I mean, if you beat the Titans, then that don't put you so much in a hole in the division.
Well, you got to watch out for the Titans now, though, dude, because they are known for if they're going to lose every fucking game of the year, it'll be the one untimely ass loss that your team cannot afford in the fucking division. They will pull that shit out of their ass every fucking time.
Yeah, you got a point there. You got a point. That's the beauty of the division, right? The beauty of the division.
Just so fucking ass that we can lose on any given fucking week.
I know we're not doing a preview, but it's like, man, just they don't have Henry, so that's kind of a sigh of relief. But it's like, man, they got Pollard. He hadn't looked all that great to me, but
against this Colts defense, baby,
if he's gonna have that game,
yeah, if he's gonna have that game, yeah, it's
our next 3, I think, is very winnable for us, which I think plays a big difference in the overall standing of things too, because we take the next 3, we're back at 500, and really at that point, the rest of the season it's a clean slate because I haven't seen what the Texans' next 3 are, and I need to look at that. But I know the tougher part of their schedule is coming. I know that they haven't played the gauntlet of their schedule yet.
let me see here.
But our next 3 is the Bears, Patriots, and the Packers. Jordan Love has been hot dog shit since he came back.
Yeah, there's a good chance Tua plays against you guys, Jeff.
Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about. Like, dude, Hill and Waddle scare the shit out of me. The Texans draw the Patriots, Packers, Colts, and then Jets.
Oh, so they
then they hit the tough part, with the Lions, Cowboys, Titans, Jags, and then Dolphins, Chiefs. So they got a rough stretch to end the season.
Yeah.
So we could very easily take it back in the end of the year.
Yeah.
And either one of us or the Colts.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
To figure out.
Well, that's what I was saying at the beginning. When we had our preseason predictions, I said that, the first half of our season is going to be tough. We already knew this. That's why I say when we get to the bye, that may help us because we get healthy and we get pushed through. I know, Trevor. I know, Trevor. That bye, yeah, you like me because sometimes the bye does ruin the momentum.
It always ruins our momentum.
However, well, you have to understand. Last year we had to buy. San Francisco had to buy the same week. They just got Chase Young added to their defense with Bosa. We didn't know what we was walking into on that one, and we got our behinds beat.
What worries me though is the game back from the bye is the Texans game, which is going to be monumental game for us.
But the good thing about that is we have a familiarity with that team. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even though we are on bye, we can still do our film study. We still can do our film study, practice, whatever. So we may actually come up with some new wrinkles that they don't know about because we are on bye.
And here's the thing, too. When they're going through that gauntlet of teams that Jeff just listed off, we're playing Titans, Jets, Raiders, Titans, Colts.
Yeah.
And I'm not shitting on the Colts. The Colts played a really good game, but I don't think that the same things that we allowed this week will be taking place in that Week 18 game, just especially because of the fact that we should have a lot of people back, so should they. But I think if we do go on this hot streak that we're talking about and Anthony Richardson's playing, I think you see a similar thing to what we saw in Lucas last year. Trevor's going to carve him up. Anthony Richardson's going to show his inexperience, and that's going to be the game. And if that happens, I don't see us dropping one of the last 5. I'm going to be honest with you.
Hopefully,
we could, but I don't see it. I don't see it because 2 of the games are the fucking Titans. The Jets and the Raiders. The Jets are the only ones that I would actually be.
Well, only because, yes and no. Aaron Rodgers, lately he's been hot and cold, and yeah, they always got a defense. We know that part of it.
Yep.
The receivers, yeah. Hopefully we got our secondaries fixed because Lazard and what's the other guy, Wilson? Yeah, they could be a problem. They could be a problem. Hall, Brees Hall. Yeah. I mean, it's a winnable game, though. It is. The Raiders, you just don't know what the hell you're going to get from them.
There's only 2 games on
You
our
know.
schedule left that I could almost say that I can see being a loss before we even get there. And
Minnesota.
that's the Vikings and the Lions.
Yeah.
I could see us taking an L with both of those teams.
I can see that.
I could see that being very clear. But if we go on a hot streak, though, you never know. Because I thought the year before we were absolutely taking a loss to Baltimore, and we didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, but we had to work hard to get that victory.
Oh, if we beat either one of these teams, we're gonna have to work our ass off.
Yes, goodness. Yeah.
Hey, and the last time we played the Lions, though, we did make it a game until the end. We made it a game.
Yeah. Well, we played Minnesota where? In Jacksonville?
In Jacksonville.
Okay, that may give us a little advantage because they used to
Hell
play
no, our team plays better on the road for some reason.
Hey, we won at home this week. Hey, we started a new trend. Stop playing. There you go.
Hey, it's like Isaiah said. Trevor Lawrence has never lost when wearing the Prowler throwback jerseys.
Well, we need to go on and keep those jerseys on. Man, that team looks sweet, though. I mean,
I know. Hey,
I was like, oh my God. And and then I looked at the end zones. I'm like, yes, I remember those days there.
Yes, sir. Well, I think that's a good place to end it there. I know we talked a lot about the game. We're getting into predictions, and I'm glad that I don't have my binder anymore. It's somewhere in a box that had my predictions in it because I was definitely not 1-4 right now in my predictions. But it was a good game. Thanks for coming on, Jeff.
Sure.
Definitely enjoyed my time. Shout out Worm, as
Worm!
always, Pearies, and just great game. Saw a lot of things I liked. Saw some things I didn't like. Eric's got the calculator out, and yeah, boys, y'all got anything else to say?
Happy birthday, Stick. I know.
Happy birthday, bro. And because it's your birthday, I'm not gonna do the Duval on you tonight.
So you can go ahead and do it, man. It's a good game.
Duval! I don't care. It's big
Duval!
You're gonna make me
All right,
Duval.
yeah, you're gonna make me Duval.